Good morning, everybody. Welcome to Near Mint Condition, a channel where you can be part of a positive, honest community and lay claim to some comic book knowledge. This is the Uncanny Omar.
Hey, how's it going, everybody?
I am the Astonishing Melanie, and together we are Omni.
That's right.
It was fate. It was meant to be.
It has begun. The Saturday morning live stream.
That's what News House said. And I got the packages to open at noon. Y'all don't let me forget.
At noon. How is everybody doing? And where's everybody from this Saturday morning? We got before this chat gets a little crazy here in a little
Krusty
bit.
Crew.
Yeah, where's everybody
Krusty
from?
the Clown?
Where's everybody from? Hey, Dana. I haven't asked that in a while, where everybody's from. It's a beautiful day here in the state of Kentucky.
Yeah, Omar doesn't have the flame hair, yo.
No. I burned mine out a while back. Good morning from Indiana. What's up, Elise and Melanie and Omar? Glenn is in the UK.
Something's happening in the UK, you guys.
There's a flake shortage.
How are you coping with the Cadbury flake shortage for your 99 cents? 99 cents. Sorry, there are no cents. 99 ice cream. There's a flake shortage. It's not headline BBC News.
Click this, some of the people where they're from.
That's what I'm doing. Hold your horses. Gotta talk about the flake shortage, yo.
No, we do not. This is not a place where we start rumors. St. Louis in the house.
And the Netherlands.
And Poland.
And Poland. Yes, we've got the NMC patches downloaded. I just gotta upload them.
I got it.
Oh, you got it. Okay. There we go. We got north of Chicago, Lebanon, the Middle East,
Sydney, Australia, Florida.
Niceville.
Is it really called Niceville?
Mumbai.
Yes, Niceville. That sounds like Mumbai. What's up, Rahul? How are you, brother? I got your pictures to show. Shoot. Two. Virginia, Northern Virginia, not to be confused with West.
Not to be confused with Perth, Australia, either. Because people do that, you know. Charlotte, home of the Micronauts, for reals.
Is that true? Is it?
Home of a creator, perhaps. Castle Belmont, what a cool
No, that's
name.
awesome. That's not true. Castle Belmont's Castlevania.
Look, Big Stu in Orlando doesn't have to say where he's from. Happenstance, UK.
All right. Here's a good question from Craig for you, though. What is the land of Lincoln? Would that be Illinois?
Oh, is it Illinois or Kentucky? I mean,
who claims him?
He didn't live very long, although there's the birthplace of Abraham Lincoln. When I was a kid, Granny took us, and it was boring.
I think it's like a case like Johnny Depp, where everybody claims Johnny Depp.
However, my sister, they looked at the records.
He looked at the records.
And he, at one point in his childhood, lived in the house they currently live in. So the realtor showed them. Wait, is that? No, yeah, it's public record. It's legal. I was like, is that legal? Thank you. It's a wig. CV Plays already finished all the volume Department of Truth.
Hey, yeah, some good Matt Kent stuff out there.
Oh, Illinois, and guess what? Illinois.
Yeah, Kentucky can have him.
Wait, what?
Johnny Depp or Abraham Lincoln. Who can we have? Illinois takes more claim for Lincoln. Who do we got? We got not Davy Crockett. Daniel Boone. Although this is funny. Kentucky has Daniel Boone's grave, but not his body and his bones. Like they were dug up and moved to his home.
Yeah, it is early.
What's up, California. Dude? You are early. Thank you for joining us, Charlotte, my buddy.
Oh, I literally live just a block and a half up the street from Abraham Lincoln's former law office house right here in Illinois. Cool.
That's awesome.
He doesn't act like he's from Kentucky. How are you supposed to act, Mr. Tex? Huh?
Dude, no.
How are you supposed to act?
No. Johnny Depp doesn't even act like he's from the U.S. He's developed this like European accent over the last like 10 years. So I think he does live in Europe somewhere now. And no, he does not. I think he hates the fact that he lived here for like a little bit. I don't know.
Yeah. It's a beautiful state.
Yeah. Yo,
Bailey
what's up, Omar?
is looking forward to the Faithless slipcase overview.
Me too. When I get it in. What did you guys think of the Spider-Man 2 gameplay? It looks solid. Did you watch the trailer?
No, it was on my feed, but I didn't.
She'd rather learn instead of watching trailers.
I like dead end talks. I like psychology.
She likes things that put me to sleep.
Bible history
and I don't.
And Wendigoon. Anybody watch Wendigoon?
Oh, gosh,
oh
like that guy needs any more viewers.
Or the Y-Files.
Wait. Here we go from Bert.
Okay, I heard that Jack Harlow is the new IT person from Kentucky.
Is it? I don't think so, Bert. I think that's not true. Here, go to Mike Quarter. What's up, Mike?
Omar, thank you for the super chat, starting us off this morning with that. And okay, you go ahead.
Okay, Omar, thanks for the Epic Collection video yesterday. Thank you so much for the kind words. People have been wanting me to do those top 10 again, and I love making that list. It is fun and sometimes a pain in the butt to second guess myself and third guess myself. But anyway, very helpful. Planning on collecting the Daredevil by Frank Miller and beyond. I'm hoping they use the original colors for the epics. I'm pretty sure they will, kind of like the original colors that they'll probably use for the Walter Simonson Thor. Is the Carl Kessel run collected? Kessel's run on Star Wars, pun not intended. Kessel run Star Wars pun. Yes, I believe it is. Because we have, hold on, Fall from Grace, Root of Evil, Purgatory, and what was that? Oh gosh.
How can you see that?
I don't know. It's in
or you're remembering, you just happen to be looking over
there. It's Purgatory and Paradox, I think. And Widow's Kiss. It's in either one of those two is where the Carl Kessel stuff is.
And thank you so much.
Thank you for the super chat, brother.
I'll do it. Because this definitely helps Omar.
What's he mean? He asked
for this to be his job and to make so many videos.
He acts so European. No, not acts. He has a European accent. Like he developed this European accent that kind of came out of nowhere.
Yes, but that's what he meant.
No, he said
and that's what you meant.
He acts.
He's never mind. He said
act of something
like he said something about not being from Kentucky.
Oh yeah. He acts like he never lived here. Like he doesn't like to be known that he lived in Kentucky because he's ashamed of this state.
Wait, are you assuming?
No, it's just like every time he's interviewed. Like I remember because all right, so the thing is like we grew up in Frankfort, Kentucky, and hold on just a second. I don't know why you decided to go down this rabbit hole, but when he was you brought this up, you highlighted the comment. This is your fault. So when he grew up in Frankfort, Kentucky, like everybody's mother here claimed to have babysitted Johnny Depp, right? So everybody was thrilled that he was going to be on the Tonight Show. It was like his big break after doing that video with Tom Petty. Like, you know, he had been in some movies and 21 Jump Street, but he was just blowing up in Hollywood. So when he was I can't remember if it was the Tonight Show or the other late night show, but anyway, he was asked like how what was it like living in Kentucky? I just remember everybody recording it from Frankfurt. They're like, oh my God, he's going to talk about his childhood here.
Aww.
And he was like, what did he say? This is before he even moved to Europe. He was like, I don't even know.
Aww.
Kentucky. Like something along those lines.
Oh, okay.
So then then everybody threw shade at Johnny Depp. They're like, we don't need him. Forget Johnny Depp. He's not that good of an actor anyway. And that's the little thing that started. That was in the 80s.
What was it like announcing ROM and Micronauts?
Like getting something off my chest finally. Like all these secrets, all these things. It's been, you know, I've known about it for quite a while, and letting people know it was amazing. And I got a really nice letter from Marvel. So thank you all for spreading the news of that video. And yeah, it was great. It was great. And no, listen. Thank you. So there are things I can't talk about, and there are definitely things I can talk about. But let's focus. Yeah, seriously, it is amazing. And just a little bit of history behind this is I teased that, you know, the big announcement is going to blow people's minds that are my age or older, right? And I can see a lot of younger people, a lot of people that got into comics in the 90s, even in the late 80s. They probably didn't even know who ROM was.
RG in 98 is asking, like, how is it as the first issue, having got around to trying it? And so what do you guys think in the chat?
So there's a
ROM.
facsimile of ROM coming out. So you can try out the first issue if you want. But it was just amazing, man. Like, you know, talking about this, because I remember this from my childhood. This and Micronauts were a big deal when you were a kid, and missing these random issues. Because ROM has a really strange history. ROM has a history of being a toy that didn't have a TV show attached to it. It didn't have a movie. So back then, what they would do, kind of like what He-Man and the Masters of the Universe did before the TV show, they got comic book companies to go and write stories about these characters. Same thing happened to G.I. Joe, and the same thing happened to Transformers. But ROM was unique in a way that he never got a cartoon. Anyway, of course, neither did the Micronauts. And 95% of the story of ROM is Marvel Comics. You know, outside of the character, the way he looks, and his name, dire rates, and all his backup story, that all comes from Marvel. And Micronauts is a little interesting too, because Micronauts, like, there's some characters that are Marvel exclusive characters, and then some characters that were based on the toy line. So there's a big history behind these characters, and how big of a deal it was for Marvel to acquire those rights back. Now, I know you all have so many questions, right? Like, the big questions are going to be, does that mean they have the entire Hasbro line? Does this mean that they can print new books with these characters? Does this mean that Epic Collections and Omnis in the past can now have those missing issues of ROM and Micronauts? And all I can say is that licensing is so freaking difficult. Like, licensing is, my goodness, it's I don't even know how people deal with it, but yeah, it's I can say that we have ROM and Micronauts coming out. As far as the Hasbro license, it is not something that is across the board. So I know people are already excited, like, oh man, we're gonna get G.I. Joe. Oh man, we're gonna get Transformers. It is not across the board. It is a one thing at a time. And my goodness, what I don't want to happen is kind of like the case of like Conan and Red Sonja, where you have two different publishers owning the rights to the characters. You know, because of course we want everything to be under one umbrella, and it would be great. So it's big, and I can't really talk about, like, I mean, I know a lot of things that could happen and can happen and will happen, but it's just right now I can't say anything outside of the fact that we are getting ROM and Micronauts, the classic Marvel stories, back in omnibus format. No word yet of Epics, or, like I mentioned, any other Hasbro license. The only thing I can say is, man, those pre-order numbers have to be solid, like, for things to continue. So it'd be great.
Ted's asking if Space Knights and ROM are different licenses.
Yes. So Space Knights are a Marvel property, which is like the Dire Wraiths, right? Like, the Dire Wraiths can show up in Marvel Comics, but you cannot mention the Space Knight they fought. You can mention Space Knights, because remember, Space Knights also played a big part in the modern Cosmic Saga. So yeah.
Jeff, thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you for the super chat, brother.
ROM Micronauts announcement made me so happy.
Yeah, I love, dude, like, you know, I wasn't there from issue 1. I didn't get these comics until much later, when I was like a teenager, and I've always heard about these comics. So I don't have the big nostalgia that a lot of people do, but it always, like, makes me so happy and fills my heart with joy to get to break announcements like that. In the same case, like, I don't have any nostalgia with Ultimate Spider-Man, but the amount of people that have been asking for Ultimate Spider-Man in omnibus format to be reprinted and then get future volumes has been huge. So it makes me so happy to get to announce books like that, because I know how happy it makes other people. So, yeah.
Who's your favorite Flash?
Wally.
Barry Allen, Jay Garrick, and Ginger Wally West.
Wally. Always Wally, dude.
Kevin, thank you for the super sticker. I'm sorry that we can't see it, but here's Dazzler. Thank you.
Thank you, brother.
Kevin always giving us a super sticker. And Jack Perry, thank you for super chat and the announcement of rest in peace, Tina
Turner. Yeah, she passed away. I had no idea that she had been sick.
I'm not going to put a GIF with that.
She She had a picture in 2021 with, oh my gosh, her legs still looked amazing. Like there's all these pictures that you're going to see of her now that, she's gone and people are sharing. My favorite one is, of course, the one with her in the Eiffel Tower where she just did not want a harness. She's just leaning on it. And you're like in high heels and up there. How? She was Omega level, man. She was Omega level. And of course, I loved her in the Beyond the Thunder, the movies, the Beyond the Thunderdome. So rest in peace indeed. Got to go early this week. Have a good weekend. You as well, man. You as well.
What Spider-Man Omni would you recommend starting off with?
What would you say?
Oh my gosh, what are the initials?
JMS?
Thank you. Because I was thinking Demetrius and then I got confused in my head. JMS's run or Ultimate Spider-Man, if you'd like a complete reboot. As Omar was talking about earlier. Oh, Matt is agreeing with JMS's run.
It's a good one. I mean, it's a solid run.
I like Venom. So, Spider-Man versus Venom.
Well, I was going to say Spider-Man Michelini, because I think that that's a good one.
And
Spider-Man.
Stern. Look, there's so many good choices.
But my choice is Spider-Man by Stern. I love that. I love that.
I guess it's if you want older or newer stuff. Oh, yeah. The first half. Not later on, James. The first half.
How long did you know about the Clone Saga reprints? When did they just started choosing those? Right, actually, those were the first ones they chose out of our reprint poll. So it was after the reprint poll, probably about a week or so after the reprint poll.
This goes along with the question that was earlier about the Born Again Gallery Edition. No, shoot. Was it Born Again? Somebody's asking about why it's hard to find a Gallery Edition. And I can't remember which one.
Some of Weapon X is out of print. Last Rites is out of print.
No, it wasn't those.
Daredevil and Elektra is out of print.
Omar and Melanie. Other than Born Again Gallery Edition, are the other two that are scheduled and yet to be announced anything to get excited about? Long shot.
Oh,
that's a very subjective question.
You know what? I will announce both of them on the Saturday live stream. Let me get both covers. Both of them are, and you'll see why I'll announce them together, because they really do. They go together, and it makes me happy to have these particular stories told in a gallery edition. If you're not aware of what a gallery edition is, by the way, it's this Marvel's big oversized format. Yeah, if you don't mind, baby. They're bigger and taller than an omnibus.
Oh, let's get the wedding vows.
I was going to say, do not get one more day.
Let's get the wedding vows.
Don't get one more day. People get it. So they're hardcovers. There's also the treasury editions, which are soft covers, but the hardcovers are collecting classic stories, or in some cases, controversial stories. So, but there are a couple more that I haven't announced yet, and I'll go ahead and get the covers and announce them on a Saturday live stream. Love you all. So no need to do a video for that. I'll just do it in the middle of the show, and then somebody can screen grab it and share it away. But I think they're really cool that they're doing both of these. Now, if DC could release the Atari Force hardcover,
thank you, Jeff.
Like, honestly, knowing this information about, like, okay, so again, let's go back. People were upset like about Conan leaving Marvel, right? And of course, I was too. They didn't get to finish the things that I wanted them to finish, like Savage Sword. But now Conan has a new licensor, and we know the same team that was restoring the Conan Omnis are restoring them over there at Titan. So it all worked out. But I was like, I couldn't say anything. I'm like, yeah, but we're losing one license, but we're going to get two amazing ones that a lot of older people are going to love. So I didn't say a word. Yeah, keeping my mouth quiet for a couple of years was a test of my willpower. That's for sure. And then finally, and because I have to keep quiet, right? Because here, like, to kind of give you an idea of how it went, it's like, hey, ROM and Micronauts, awesome. Next month, not going to happen. The following month, back on track. Next month, we got COVID. That kind of postponed everything. Not going to happen. Maybe one day, forget about it. We're back. It's actually coming to, like, it was only, just a couple of years for me, but for David, it was 19 years of working and trying to get these rights to Marvel. So it's not an easy thing. Anybody that like people that I've seen all these TikTokers, because I just went on TikTok. Like, why isn't Why isn't Dark Horse doing this in
Conditions
hardcover?
on TikTok.
Yeah, I can't believe those words came out of my mouth. But like, why isn't this publisher doing this manga? Why isn't Dark Horse doing this hardcover? Licensing is a nightmare. Like, publishing manga is another nightmare. Like, because sometimes the mangaka or the estate of the mangaka is like, you can't do that in hardcover. We have an agreement with this company that it has to remain in softcover format, or you can use this much of the story, but you can't use this much of the story because that was printed by another magazine. So the same thing was happening at Marvel. Like, these things just change, and you never know. It is so difficult to acquire these rights. So when people are like, whatever, ROM, Micronauts, I don't care, give me Spider-Man. I know it's not a big deal to you all, but for the people that grew up with these stories, and it means it was a hell of a battle to get those things back.
Ken from Kentucky's asking,
what's up, Ken?
That you did mention X-Men versus Micronauts with Omnibus. Do you think that will be in volume 2?
I think I had it mapped out in my head. That might be the opener to volume 3. That's the true beginning of the Onslaught saga, right? Because that's when Professor X goes dark. Oh yeah, that was my gateway to Micronauts, was actually that crossover. We're getting ROM. Thank you, Jeff, my buddy, for the super chat. We're getting Micronauts. Any word on the 3rd Marvel series based on the toy line Shogun Warriors and the Godzilla tie-ins? Well, they don't own the I'm sorry, they don't own the rights to Godzilla, and they don't own the rights to Shogun Warriors. So no word yet. Nothing yet outside of the ROM and Micronauts. But that's a great start. And if numbers are good, and if numbers keep being good for pre-order, because that's what matters, right? Not just to Marvel, but Hasbro, then, oh my gosh, yes. The possibilities of other things are endless. Morning Omni, what's up?
That's an answer for people that were asking earlier in the chat.
About what?
Possibility of other things coming.
Endless. So let's see what's next. Morning Omni, huge congrats to Melanie for finishing off the school year.
Thank you.
And Omar for 7 years at NMC. You both have done some great things. Thank you, brother. It's been a pleasure to be doing this, man. It's been a pleasure. I have so much fun doing this, and I have so much fun answering questions every Saturday. It's been a hoot and a holler. I am honestly going to miss it to the 2 Saturdays that I'm going to take off for when we're in Japan.
So that'd be the end of June.
Yeah. So Maddie and Tina are taking over the show for 2 weeks, and
so still be on same time.
Yeah, y'all treat them good. They're great ladies. Hey, Omni.
Thank you for the super chat, Matt.
Took a little hiatus from reading and letting Omar bully me into buying books, but just bought X-Men Grand Design Treasury Editions Volume 1 and 2. Oh, dude, I love those. Those are great. Those are the Ed Pisker ones, right? They made an omnibus of it, but I like the gallery editions a little more. I actually gifted my gallery editions to my buddy Matt, and I kind of want to get them back and trade him my omnibus for it, just because they're oversized, and I like the paper stock they used. I wish they had reprinted the. Maddie can announce whatever omnibus she wants to. I don't care. I wish they had reprinted the glossary, like where all these stories came from. For some reason, it wasn't in the gallery editions, or maybe it was. Maybe it wasn't in the omnibus. I can't remember. But those are great, man. I love them. It's like a Cliff's Notes version of X-Men, but keep in mind, it might spoil some things for you in case you're wanting to read X-Men in chronological orders. Japan. That is correct. Excited and nervous at the same time are the emotions that are going through me.
Yeah.
Like nervous, not because of flying or being overseas, but nervous because I'm leaving my baby behind. Like my near mint condition baby. Being away from the channel is gonna be tough. Once a Future ended a while ago, so when the flying flip Newton is give us another deluxe edition and finish up the series. I thought they were doing an expanded universe, like a spin-off title. Isn't that right? Maybe they're waiting for that to wrap up so they can see exactly how many issues they can put together.
That'd be really nice. I
love that book.
Once a Future because it's not physically in the basement.
No. He's right. I'm so sorry. Back up. I was thinking of Something's Killing the Children. No, you're right. I don't know why we don't have that yet. You know, right now I think they're dealing with their Boom has their own problems right now, man. I wish I could tell you stories of some of the nightmares I hear from retailers that they can't fulfill things. Their Kickstarter that everybody was guaranteed something didn't get it. Everything. Oh yeah, So I wish them luck because I love competition. I love different publishers. I think it's great for for us comic book readers to have competition. But my goodness, sometimes
you didn't read this correctly. So when the flying flipping newt is
I read
Boom
it.
going to get?
I read it. You didn't read it.
I know. I was just saying.
What's up, Kingsport Cow?
Okay.
Melanie's getting through the questions.
Thank you so much.
75 cents for 7 years. I found you guys like a year ago. Don't sell out, Omar. You are cool and lucky. You snagged Mel. I only watch your live shows, dude. First of all, I love that you only watch my live. And my dude right here, man. He watches Amanda and I, and he watches the live streams. And what's cool about him is that he only watches the live streams, though, where it's usually the other way around. Like most people watch my pre-recorded shows, and that's what YouTube wants to do. Son of a gun, I forgot to do something. I am so sorry. I forgot to do that. Okay. So moving forward, YouTube sent out a notice that they are pushing for live streamers to make sure the monetization is on for mid-roll ads. Okay, I did it. So they're like, you can get this much more money if you put mid-roll ads through your stream as you're streaming. So you do have the option of turning it off, and I make sure to turn it off, but it's automatically checked.
Oh,
so you uncheck it, right? I have to tell Mel and Maddie and Tina next when they take over the show. So what happens was, like, they're pushing for people to buy YouTube Red. So now if you're watching the stream, you're only going to get an ad at the beginning, and then the rest is and the rest will be ad free. Unless you're watching this later on. I can't do anything about that. That's all YouTube. But as you're watching this, you're not going to get an ad, because that's ridiculous that you're watching a live show and then there's an ad in mid-sentence. And
then all of a sudden, like, Omar's hair's on fire, and you're like, what did I miss?
No, what? We have some pretty weather today, and I'm out in the park with the kids, but dropped in to say hi. That's from Omnibus Prime. I love that name.
Thank you, Omnibus Prime. And thank you, Eric, for the super chat.
Thank you so much. Now we just need an original X Factor omnibus for us completist. Anything you know or about or can say.
Thank you, Eric.
Thank you for the super chat. I mean, tomorrow might answer your question. As early as tomorrow. Or today, if you're on Patreon, you get early access. But yeah.
That's true.
Thank you for the super chat.
Patreon, the $5 tier, you get early access to announcement videos, and there's a Discord that there's like tons of things to talk about besides the early announcements. So definitely check it out. See if any of the tiers are a good fit for you. So thank you, 200 Watt Studio, for the super chat. Why is it taking so long for the next Avengers Omni? Whoa, that's completely wrong gift.
Yeah, that is the Justice League. So we're getting a reprint of 1 through 4 this summer, starting this summer, and then 5, the brand new one. Why did they not do any more? I don't know. I mean, you all probably know the story about they forgot about the anniversary of the Avengers, and until this crazy YouTuber reminded them that, hey, there's also the 60th anniversary, and they were like, oh my gosh. And that's why we got a volume 5 and a reprint of 1 through 4. I think I've shared that story, and David didn't mind me sharing that story.
YouTube Premium is what he meant, not YouTube Red. So to answer,
I'm sorry,
question,
YouTube
my
Premium.
Quarter Irish.
I don't know what my wife pays for that stuff. I don't.
Oh yeah, I want that.
So the thing is like some honest
but it
answer.
Still goes to creators. Like they split it up.
Sometimes they just forget, brother. Sometimes they just forget. And I don't mind playing the role as the guy that's like, hey, David. I know his team probably doesn't like him, and they're like, what's that fool saying now? What? We already gave him Uncanny 5, and now he's reminding us Avengers. Because sometimes they get caught up on working on secret projects like ROM, right? They're restoring the artwork, or Micronauts. And here comes this guy's like, oh, by the way, did you all know that there's also the Avengers anniversary this year? Why did I sound like Yogi? Hey. That's not how I talk. But anyway, I send them an email, and that's how that got started. But there's always something that I don't mind reminding them of. And I did the same. And by the way, this isn't a Marvel exclusive thing. I do the same thing with DC. Like when they left out those issues of Green Lantern Corps, I emailed Clark I was like, Clark, I know you and I don't talk a lot, but it would mean the world if you could add these issues in there. At the very least, these 3 missing issues from Green Lantern Corps. He finally got back to me and said, oh, that's a good idea. I'll see what I can do. I don't know what it could have meant that he went like that with my email and threw it in the trash.
No, print it out first.
He printed out my email, then he crumbled it up and threw it in the trash. Or it could mean that he actually did something about it. But hey, for real, I don't know. It could be coincidence. But the new solicitations do show the 3 missing issues from Green Lantern Corps in there. I don't mind being the voice and reminding people, but then that's why I have you all too to remind me, like, hey, it's been a long time since we had a new Avengers.
It's a rock and roll.
Now, now this is also very important because I get this messages a lot. I also don't need to be reminded about like the lack of Ghost Rider Omnis or Darkhawk Omnis. I know. I was there. I was there with you all. And they know. It's just a matter of time before we eventually get those one day. Will BPRD Omnibus be released in hardcover?
Thank you so much for the super chat. Go ahead.
This is exactly what Dark Horse told me. They told me they would not reprint the hardcovers. They're focusing on the BPRD Omnibus softcovers right now. Perhaps one day they can revisit the hardcover line. Now, that could mean library editions or that could mean hardcovers of the Omnibus. So there you go. There's that answer.
Was it dancing or Dia? I don't know. I just know the song.
What did you sing? Mother.
Been a long time since I rock and roll.
That was not dancing.
I don't know. Or are you just asking which one I like? I don't know who people are. What a lame answer.
That's the understatement of the year. I don't know who people are.
Let's see. Just growing up with my parents in classic rock, I don't know. I just heard it and now they're stuck in my head.
Hi, Omni. Do you have a favorite Dan Jurgens run that isn't Superman, Cap, Thor, Teen Titans, Booster Gold? I like his Cap and Booster. His Thor run went way too long.
This is a way easier question today.
I love his Thor run at the beginning, brother. Honestly, Booster Gold's the answer. Booster Gold came out of nowhere. He was a brand new character. And I fell in love with that character because of that.
Booster Gold's in the Flintstones. I haven't gotten
that's right. There's
but it's at the very front. And I was reading like Scott Hanna.
He's the inker. No, he wrote it. He wrote it.
No. Mike. No, not Mike.
She has one evening of cursing.
Hold up. It's upstairs. Regardless. Oh, I was thinking Hanna-Barbera, and I was like, I just saw the name Scott Hanna. I was like, did they get somebody?
Okay, I'll take over for a minute while my wife.
Hold up. I recommend Flintstones. What is the dude's name? It starts with the M.
What dude, baby?
That wrote Flintstones. It is. You think it'd be cheesy? It is social commentary. I love the art as well.
Mark Russell?
Maybe. If
Mark Russell wrote the Flintstones.
Oh, okay, that's what I was. Okay, then there you go. Why were you asking me?
I didn't know.
All right, really quick. So it's not subtle, the social commentary. It hits the nail on the head.
Sometimes. I think sometimes it's subtle.
Oh, okay. But I'm like, I like that. Like it like bother me. And yeah, I'm already engaged. I read 1.5 issues while I was eating my cinnamon toast this morning.
In the bathtub. She put that question up there. I was like, oh my gosh.
All right, let me just explain. It's you soak and relax after taking a shower. I have a washcloth to dry my hands in case like I touch the water.
She don't put Omnis in there. I
don't get Omnis. What was that X title? That was the last thing I read in the bathtub. But just I sit in an hour. Just
excellent.
No, Jubilee and
Excellence.
No, that's not it.
Ecstatics, X-Men. I don't remember.
Look at all. Oh man. Forgive.
That's why you're the man, Omar. Thank you, John.
By lack of
thank you for being here. Oh, I haven't seen Yellow Jackets yet. Season 2.
Okay, thank you guys for saying it was Led Zeppelin.
Oh yeah, I know about that's one of my most wanted gallery editions of 2001 with the first appearance of Machine Man, the Jack Kirby stuff. Oh, I would love that. Again, I don't know what the license is on that. Omar, that goofy voice sounded more like Beauregard from
Beauregard from the Muppet Show. Which one's Beauregard? I love the Muppet Show.
Talking about like the Swedish chef, that guy.
Oh shoot, Jack, who's Beauregard?
Well, you now have to. We got Google, you know.
Yeah, Kingsport Cow. You said it first. You said it first.
Okay.
Mark Russell. Okay, thanks, guys. Let me catch back up with it.
I have no idea what you're talking.
Exterminators. Is that what you said?
Yes. No, I did. I said excellence.
It was so much fun. Okay. Yeah, originally created by Will Hanna and Joe Barbera. I guess that's why Hannah sounds familiar. Yes, exactly.
It's Scott Hanna.
I had just woke up and I'm like, oh, they got somebody from the family. Or something.
It's a good thing this is a duo Q&A and not just a Melanie Q&A, because she would confuse the crud out of people. And that's okay.
Yeah,
that's
you
okay.
always make fun of how I word things. It gets stuck in my talking. You're like, if this is a book and somebody's reading it, they'd be like, what is she talking about?
Yeah, and then we're like, who's the protagonist? That's what I would be wondering.
I have to write it down first, then it makes sense. All right, so Brave and the Boys, you get a little pingu. By GLC Omni Usagi. Oh, okay. Box set and Life and Times of Scrooge because of you yesterday. Wow. Well, enjoy it. I need to read that
I hope you enjoy it. And it's a good time to get that Life and Times of Scrooge McDuck, because who knows what next year's printing might be.
Hey, Gabriel.
Melanie got that hair. She got hair every weekend. By the way, the Brave and the Boys.
It's a wig.
Big congratulations. Those guys just celebrated 100 episodes and they're growing.
100 episodes?
Yeah, and I love that they're growing. Like I saw their subscriber count. I'm like, that's good, man. Keep at it. Don't stop. If that's what you want to do and you're still finding joy in it. That's the important thing. If you're still finding joy in doing YouTube videos and you're not in it because you want free stuff or the money. And I know it's easier said than done when the guy that gives free stuff for Omnis.
But dude, like half your reason, that's okay.
To 3.5.
You're working for the stuff. So
I mean, remind people, get 3.5 years before somebody sent me anything.
So
or we could monetize 3 channels before 3 years before we could even monetize the channel. We were spending money. So yeah.
Yep, that's
keep
true.
on trucking, dude.
That's true.
That's all I'm saying.
I just want to say this in that can't remember his name. Very nice.
Borat?
Borat's voice. There we go. I was going to call it Borak.
And Brack and Borat have a baby.
No, isn't that like old laundry detergent? Let's see.
I don't know where your brain is today.
Thank you, 200 Watt Studio. Kirby's 2001 adaptation and series was crazy.
Yes, I agree. I've only read it in the original format.
Well, I've never read it.
Years ago?
I am obsessed with the book and the movie. Like,
if I dive reading X-Men in the bathtub, I'd be okay. Worst ways to go, right? Worst ways to go, brother.
A Pingu Omnibus. Are there any Pingu comics?
Let's not do that. What's happening next week, team? Oh, Omnibus was asking early because my dude is in Australia time. And right now it's like 1 or 2 o'clock in the morning over there. All right. This week coming up. Tomorrow is another big announcement, or on Patreon today if you have
$5 tier.
Engagement tier? Is that what it is? Enhancement tier. Sorry, I don't remember the names.
Engagement's when you get book club, AMA.
Okay, and then also some Dark Horse hardcovers, and it was hard to choose my seal of approval because every one of those books is phenomenal. The Monday we'll have 2 videos. It'll be Captain Marvel by Kelly Thompson and Daredevil Silver Age Volume 2. And good job buying those up, by the way. That's good. That's good. It shows Marvel people are interested. Tuesdays, the Marvel announcement and trades. I got to get those announcements out, by the way. That's why they're gonna trades. Wednesday is Hidden Gems, and Amanda and I are gonna cast the Fantastic Four movie. It'd be really cool. We're gonna choose like supporting cast members and villains. It's a lot of fun. We had a lot of fun with the DC one we did, and it's a live show. And you all please join us. It's great. Don't join us.
Oh, sorry. No, I was answering Flying Puppet Comics 004.
Thursday will be the live stream with my buddies, Peter M., Curtis from the Epic Marvel Podcast, Omni Dog, Oddfell, and my buddy Lars as we go through the Marvel solicits for September. And now you all know one of the big books in there. Woo! Keeping that solicit away from everybody was also difficult because I had to put that into a private folder in case the internet leaks. Friday will be the upcoming collected editions for the month of June. And then Saturday will be the live stream. Next Sunday will be the top 10 for the month of June. The AMA, we're skipping the AMA for June because it is impossible.
And the book club for June.
Yeah, because I got 20 days in June where I have to crank out videos, make sure I have enough videos till the 25th. and then have a couple of backup videos in case, when you come back from vacation, you got to have some things ready to go. And then I also have to do one-on-ones with people, and I just don't think I have the time. Plus, I got to interview a couple of creators. On Sunday, I'm also interviewing a Magnetic Press. Let me double check that. Who set that up? Okay. Chris and Mark, the writers, and Christian Dilbari, who did some of the artwork, will be joining me on tomorrow at 8 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So I got 3 things tomorrow.
There are a lot of good questions that are in the chat. So trying to spread the love while showing what I do is show comments that don't require answers while Omar's talking. So Galactic Pig 003 is asking if it's worth sticking with 100 Bullets if I'm not really a fan of the first couple of arcs. And please chime in the chat as well.
There could be different reasons why you're not a fan of is it the artwork, or is it the dialogue? Is it the violence, or is it, so I've heard this, that it's very stereotypical of the different races. But honestly, I've known people like that, so that talk like that. So that never bothered me. But honestly, if you don't like the 2 arcs, I think the second arc kind of builds on the mystery. If you didn't like that arc, it might not be for you. Don't waste your time. There's plenty of other things you're going to love out there. And that's what I always tell people, that no matter what, if you feel guilty because you bought it, or other people are like, oh, this is an amazing run, and you don't get it, doesn't matter, right? What matters is that you're enjoying something. And if you're not enjoying something that you're reading and you've given it 2 arcs, it may not be for you, and that's okay. There's plenty of other books that out there that you can get.
Awesome. Nieces 8. So have you read the Joker Devil's Advocate?
Yeah, the Chuck Dixon.
It's a hard to get 92-page one-shot graphic novel.
I don't have it anymore, but I read it years back, and it's not been collected in anything. I think they've forgotten about it, honestly.
So Ken is giving you FYI that PRH has uploaded an image of Wonder Man issue number 1, meaning an Amazon listing tomorrow. Just an FYI if you have a video in the queue or something.
No.
Thank you, Ken.
People can find out that way. I'm okay with that one. And there's a reason for that.
Neptonic having the results of our most wanted omnis. Has Marvel saw or said anything about it? Agent Venom was number 12.
No, to the top 50 and now top 60, because Tiger Eyes is just crazy. Those are always for fun. Those are always to show us what we're all interested in, right? And I wanted you all to get involved. But I did forward it to David, and what they do with that list, they're, they can do whatever they want to. But I've always considered that fun. We've been doing it for 12 years now, or 11 years. 11th anniversary? Oh my gosh, maybe 12. And Marvel's never looked at it or taken it seriously. Here in the last year, this is the first year I've sent it to them. They're like, hey, just for fun, maybe you can see what people are interested in. But the list that matters is the reprint poll. I do always send that to them. The problem with 100 Bullets, not the dialogue, though it's horrible. It's the art when they draw some ethnicities. I can see that. I can see that too. I love 100 Bullets though, and I can see why people don't.
Will we get Omni soon related to a new license that isn't geared at senior
citizens? Easy. Watch out now. Come on. You're going to offend 85% of my viewership.
For my sister's 7th birthday, I got her the Silver Age Teen Titans. She really enjoyed the original cartoon. Oh, that's awesome.
7th birthday, dude. Tiny Titans. Tiny Titans is so good. Like, get Tiny Titans. Oh, yeah. I've read that to both of my daughters, and both of my daughters, before they knew their ABCs, they knew all the Tiny Titans, including the difference between Donna Troy Wonder Girl and Cassie Wonder Girl. Love those girls. Good job. By the way, got to brag for a second. Mad proud of both my girls. A honor roll. Like, both of them in the gifted program, and still got the A honor roll. And on top of that, like, the presidential award, the gifted in reading, and that's because of the Silver Age comics, gifted in math, gifted in science. I can't believe that. Okay, yeah, I can. I was like, I can't believe we made those. But yeah, you were a smart girl. But then again, I also got a full ride too. So you ain't the only smart one in the family. All right, I had scholarships.
When
I was just stupid about them.
What was issue number when?
Nope, we're not doing that. Waiting for Daredevil Omnibus Volume 2. That overview will come out Monday.
Let's see. Did you know when Chapman Bossman
Bozeman.
died, Comixology gave away every single issue of every Black Panther title up to that point free. That's how I got into reading comics.
That's awesome.
consistently. Well, there you go.
I mean, that was something horrible that happened that they turned into something wonderful, right? Yeah, losing Chadwick was... It's not fair, right? And here's the thing. You never know who's hurting. I remember looking at pictures of my dude looking skinny, and people online were like, oh, man, he's getting too skinny. He's losing that weight for the new role. No idea he was suffering from cancer, right? And people were busting on him. I was like, man, that's messed up. The man never revealed to anybody that he was hurting. He was visiting children's hospitals, the kids that have cancer, while he himself was fighting. Now that is a true damn hero. Like, that's what, that's what it's all about to me. Morning, guys. Currently reading Uncanny X-Men 3. And in one of the panels, there's an Alf. We can't escape Alf, can we? On the wall. Reminded me of you, Omar. Why does Alf remind you of me? I thought it was so funny. You and Alf are forever connected. I hate that.
Because it's fun.
Hey, Melanie.
Whoa. I want double dip. Come on now. Have you seen that Calvin Hobbes is being re-released in 7 double slipcase compendiums between now and 2026? No, I did not. Thank you for letting me know. Calvin Hobbes compact compendiums in the latest previews catalog.
Thank you, Michael. No, I don't mind double dipping those. I love Calvin Hobbes. You know I do. You know he's coming back out of retirement, right? To do an adult graphic novel. Like an adult graphic novel, not Calvin. I know I've told you this, but you were teaching, so you were... Yo! What's up, Jeffrey? Long time no see. How are y'all? Also,
thank you.
Nice to meet you.
It's a wig.
That's okay. You don't have to tell people.
What? Yeah, dude. That's fine. I don't care. Chapnick Bozeman, Chadwick's long lost twin brother. I can't
Chapnick.
I can't say.
I'm sorry, Kingsport Cal.
Yeah.
Much love to you, man. Or anybody that has ever, and nicenesses, and anybody that has ever had family, or you yourself were fighting with can't like F cancer. Can't say what you all know what I mean. Calvin Hobbes is my favorite comic. Oh, that will get you out of ruts.
These people that like
Calvin Hobbes will get you out of ruts. Far Side is still my favorite. Far Side will forever be my favorite. Calvin Hobbes will get you out of a rut, man. I might quadruple dip. Omar making me cry. My dad went from never making a big deal of any of my achievements to now supporting my decision to pursue movies very late in my life.
Good.
At least he's there for you, man. I've had friends that. Man, I'll never forget this, dude. One of my friends, lost his dad, right? I'm sorry, I didn't mean to. Lost his father, biological father. He never knew him. His biological father left my friend when he was 4 years old to go and start another life with another woman and another family outside of the city, outside of Kentucky. Left him and his mama to go to, where did he go? It doesn't matter. The dude died. Never making amends with his child that he had here. And his child was a grown man when he died. And it still hurts him. It's like, why did my dad leave me and choose another family? That will wreck you. He chose other people's kids instead of his own son. What did I was 4 years old. When we would go out drinking, we talk about that stuff. And it's rough. So at least your dad made amends with you. That never proud of your achievements when you were a kid, but now as a grown man, I modeled my entire childhood and subsequent adulthood on Calvin Hobbes. Subsequent
adulthood on Calvin Hobbes results have been mixed by Stand By Them. That's awesome. I always thought it would be really funny if somebody in my classroom did what Calvin did on one of the strips. Oh, yes, that
is my favorite.
But no, it's a beautiful day outside. What am I doing in here? It just run out.
I like the
probably at the time though I'd be not amused.
Where he draws eyeballs and he tapes them on his
balls.
And he's like, I don't want to look
too
interested.
And Hobbes is like, I wouldn't know. I'm over here. Didn't I do a video years ago about my favorite strips?
Yeah, you did a video on the books.
All right.
We need a Garfield.
I would genuinely get that. I know it's not that good, but that's my childhood. I would get a Garfield box set.
I started getting Dennis the Menace, and I got some of the other. I don't know. There's something about those strips, right? I don't know about a Family Circus one, if I'd get that one, but definitely those and Garfield.
But I do remember those from the newspaper.
Yes. Now we can finally talk about the Astro City, the big book. Dude, it's a big book. I've known about it for quite a while, but haven't couldn't say anything, but now it's coming, dude. Must see if Kurt Busiek is in good health so he can join me to talk about it on his live stream. I'd love to interview him.
Yeah, and then just favorite comic strips overall video would be a good idea.
Did we do that?
Mine was is there?
I don't know. I don't think we did. What's up, the collector? How are you, brother?
That I did a Calvin and Hobbes one.
Yeah, man, it's gonna be so good. Like people have been waiting for that book, and he's been okay. So I talked to him a couple of years back, and he's been working on this forever. And now it's finally coming by end of year. I'm having last slow weekend in the next 2 months. All my friends are turning 30. Me as well in the summer. Mika, happy birthday. Early birthday. Chadwick was prepared himself for his new role. His role of an angel. He was so inspirational, same age. Well said, brother.
What about Astro City Metro book?
They're still coming out with those. They're not stopping the Metro books. At least that's what I was told.
Wonder why Dark Horse making Powers Companions but in soft covers, not library editions. Is that what you were talking about earlier?
So, a little bit of behind the scenes for Dark Horse. The Dark Horse book market sells so well. You know, all the things that as collectors we don't really go around and buy, like Legend of Korra or the Avatar books, Minecraft. I don't hear anybody talk about Minecraft comics. Those books sell like crazy in the book market. And that's honestly a lot of the reason why Dark Horse did so well above most other publishers is because of book market sales. Of course, those are geared towards kids, younger audience. But honestly, I mean, it comes full circle because the money that they generate from that helps them put projects into like the Hellboy library editions or things that they can keep evergreen. So paperbacks do sell better for them. Although they've noticed an incline of sales in hardcover format. Now that could be a lot of different reasons, right? Could be people are like, hey, there's this whole like side of comics I didn't know about. Or it could be a bunch of YouTubers getting together and talking about these books and talking about how awesome these hardcovers are and having that interest peak. So I'm hoping that I get a sit down with them and because we've been postponing our sit down for a while. Hopefully I can talk to them in June before I leave, and give them some advice. So,
Lionheart,
on fire.
I like using mostly females because it's easier for me
to read the
to
question
jump.
First.
Oh, I'm sorry. Yeah, that makes sense. Yeah, I do that to you, right?
All the time.
Okay. Yes, I was playing Street Fighter the other day. What version were you playing? It was 5. What characters are main? Can you beat Omar Street Fighter? Heck, fire no. Let's see. So, like Cammy, Chun-Li, in fighting games, I always do the girls because they're faster and I keep jumping over the people because I'm not good at moves per se, right? Specials and such. So. I have a little bit more of a chance.
My main's always been Chun-Li and Ryu. Those are my two, man. Kids like Five Nights at Freddy books. Yeah, those are blowing up. Just like Captain Underpants and what's the dog's name?
Dogman.
Dogman. Yeah, my buddy Chris is the producer on Dogman. So everybody go take their kids to go watch that movie.
No, he works on the storyboard. He's storyboarding.
No, he's getting producer credit for that one.
Oh, he is?
I'll ask him again.
Awesome.
Because I know we got producer credit for the Boss Baby stuff. Those Jada Street Fighter action figures are awesome. Dude, my daughters and I are waiting for the pre-orders to go live of Mega Man Jada figures. We cannot wait. I get the Storm Street Fighter figures.
Hey, Jacob.
How you doing, Jacob? From Arizona.
The Brave of the Boys. Are you referencing with the 5 comic challenge Ben? Uncles? Bunkmaster B? Did you make it up, or is it also a thing? That's
I thought it was Comics Are Dope, my dude. Who made this up? Who made
it up? Well, regardless, who tagged us in Discord.
Chat.
Oh, I am so sorry, Raven Boys.
Look, this is what you do.
Okay. Regardless, yes, that's on my radar for this summer.
Yep. Have you heard about 5 Comic Challenge?
Sorry. Here, let me give a gift.
So apparently it was our buddy Bunk Master B that made it up.
Okay.
No, what's the 5 Comic Challenge? Tell me a little bit about the 5 Comic Challenge. Like 5 comics and I'm out. Hey, yeah, Alicia's on her way.
Oh, okay. 5 comics that are really important to you. Shaped you. Your favorite. There are Mega Man slippers that are in the shape of his boots.
I saw those too. Don't tell my kids.
Hey, Matt 40, how are you? Yeah, that Astro City hardcover wasn't a shocker. Busick said back around late 2021 that hardcovers would come, but he wanted to get out a few trades just to get that content out again.
Well, keep in mind he's been pushing for hardcovers long before that. Like we're talking 2018. The thing that's a shocker was how big this book was going to be. Everybody thought they were just going to be the hardcover versions of the Metro book. We didn't know that it was going to be this big of a book, man. It's going to be huge. I cannot wait for it.
Thank you. How did we miss this opportunity to talk about Street Fighter?
Melanie,
Show the Japan Kid.
You have failed me for the last time.
Oh, I do all the time. Oh, there you go. That's Hadoken.
Yeah. Look, in this house, the way we teach fighting games, we don't say down to forward. I say do a Hadoken. Or my brothers do the same thing too. Do a Shoryuken. Do it.
I can accomplish it 65% of the time.
Do a Tetsumaku Senpu Kyaku. And then if they don't understand what that is, I'm like, do a backwards fireball. Thick Astro City. Yes. And I cannot wait for those. Melanie, are you excited for the summer of symbiotes?
Yes.
Have you seen some of those covers? They're ridiculous.
I suppose I'll read those digital, won't I? Otherwise, it won't be summer anymore. I meant like you start the videos we know about, Monk.
Oh, okay. I will jump in and watch the video and see what it's about. See if I can join in on the fun.
Favorite Super Mario game? The Game Boy
3.
Super Mario Land on Game Boy. Just kidding.
But that's a good one. I like
this. It's my favorite music.
Super Mario Land 2 was great. Super Mario 3. I mean, really, the answer is Super Mario World, though. Super Mario World with Yoshi. Oh, that was great. But Super Mario 3 that introduced the Koopalings. You gotta go beat. And Wendy had. Never mind. I'm gonna keep quiet about Wendy Okupa.
What in the network? However, a spinoff Mario Kart.
What?
Which one? Bar?
That's the most Southern American thing I've ever heard, baby. We live in
it?
Kentucky. We got so much more Southern American things you can hear. I don't
know. Yeah. Okay, Ben, you take credit for it.
You take credit for it, okay? You start a thing. Wait, we haven't. Yes, Astro City Omnibus Volume 1 is confirmed. I think it's going to be a little bit over 1,200 pages. Now I can actually talk about it. Over 1,200 pages. Oh my gosh, it looks so beautiful. So it's pretty much the first 3 Metro books, but I think it's a little bit more. Alex Ross cover. An absolute beautiful looking book, and I cannot wait to have it in my hand. No one has done a top 5 Mega Man. Lydia. We're going to get Lydia to start her own channel. She's going through that teenage phase of like, we're going to do a Hulk video, so we're waiting for her to join us. Yoshi's Island. That's a good one, Joe. How are you, my brother?
Lionheart, I did it. I'm sorry. I'm such a failure. I watched a TED Ed talk instead when it popped up on
That's who I married. I'll choose a TED Ed talk instead of watching the new Spider-Man 2
Spider-Man is my favorite character.
The Super Mario World would be the right answer, but Super Mario 3 introduced us to the Koopalings, the airship theme, man. Doon, 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 doon. Oh, epic, dude.
That was really good.
Yeah, I strive to be the guy that guess.
I'm gonna sneeze.
I suggested on the Marvel Masterworks forum around that time that it would like around 2 or 3 of those trade paperbacks combined into a hardcover. Everyone had a fit when I suggested it. They wanted hardcover versions of the trade paperbacks. And Man 40. Nah, never mind. I'll keep my comments to myself.
That's what you were gonna say.
I'm pretty sure
Shane,
you know what I was gonna say.
Thank you so much for the super chat.
Thank you, Shane. Hey, Melanie and Omar, loved yesterday's top 10 epic collections for new readers video. I want to get some epics for characters I don't typically read in Omni format. Super helpful. Thank you for all you do. Thank you, and thank you to all of you that suggested videos like that, and missing my videos where I talk about my top 10 and my, and I'll be doing more of those. What ends up happening though is I get so many books in advance I need to get out because publishers are sending me books and they're nice and kind enough to send me books. I want to showcase them, but when I do that, I realize that is so much reading that it also takes away from the other type of videos that people want to see. So I'll try to sneak them in. Believe me, even if it means lack of sleep, which happened for that video, I try to sneak them in there when I can. Are the Junior Mint secret kids of Reed and Sue?
Heck fire, no. There are babies.
They're smart like Reed, though, and Sue.
Oh, I get it. Never mind.
Hi, Omar and Melanie. I can listen to you while I do my
good. can.
You can?
I can't.
Oh
I
man,
can't
more power
focus
to
if
you. More
there's
power to you.
dialogue going on. We got a good question up here.
Loved your video about the Transformers. Thank you.
you.
That's another one that kind of got the back seat because I was busy making announcements or having to put out books that publishers sent me. But yeah, part 3 should be a lot of fun and heartbreaking because part 3 is the IDW era.
Bye, Val Kyoko.
Oh, it's got a jet and started getting ready for work, but thanks for the stream and say hi to Ray's
for
me.
it. Oh, I will. Are Marvel's gallery editions of DC's Black Label books the same size? Good question.
That's a good question. You're talking about the magazine size of the No, the gallery editions are taller than those. Okay, so Black Labels is a little bit of a mess because sometimes they're deluxe hardcovers and then sometimes they're the dimensions of a magazine. So gallery editions are a little bit taller. They're about actually they're as tall as an absolute without the slipcase.
I'm going to get the boxes.
We also got to show some art and talk about. Here, go get the boxes. I'll get it. There you go. Time to throw some shade on the kids. At least Silver Age is full of good stuff. No clones, no psychos, like Carnage and Venom. Shout out to Read Comics. No clones. Wait a minute. You're saying clones didn't exist in the Silver Age? I think they were around. Adult me was so happy the Mario Brothers movie wasn't a bunch of burp and fart jokes like a lot of kids' movies today's. Honestly, it was a lot of fun. I really liked it.
Are you talking about the old Mario Brothers movie?
No, he's not.
I know. This is from Earth Tone Kingdom.
Yeah, they were kind enough to hit us up, and this is their published books. So, my buddy Final Shadow, if you're getting timestamps, can you please timestamp this? This is from Earth Tone. Here's a nice letter. Hi, Omar. Thanks for answering our correspondence online. We're excited to send you our graphic novels, Kimi Cosmic. It's an all-age. Oh, that one is definitely not all-age. This one here is an all-age fantasy adventure. And then Dragon Face is a pulp horror crime thriller for mature audiences only. We hope you enjoy these books and add them to your vast collection. I would greatly appreciate if you could respond to them on your show. Yeah, we just opened it up. I haven't had a chance to read them, so thank you so much for sending them our way. Let me show some. Let me actually. Spoilers to Jeff. The kids from the clone era are in their 30s now. That's true. So this is what the artwork looks like here. This is an all ages book, and this is Kimi Cosmic. I love the paper stock they're using in this. And let me see. This is what the spine looks like. It's a volume 1. And it's from Earth Tone Kingdom. And then the Earth Tone Kingdom book right here. This has a glossy finish to that. Dragon Face is... Okay, this is using matte paper. Let me make sure I can show some of these. Okay. People smoking. I think I can still show that. This one looks great. Okay, can't show that. This one's, I think it's mature because of the violence. A little bit of blood right there. Just flipping through here. But this is what the artwork looks like. Thank you so much. I will definitely be checking both of these out. And then our buddy. No way. News Buoy channel hooked us up with so many trades for our next giveaway, which when we hit, I think 90,000, maybe we'll see. We will be doing News Buoy channel is a wonderful human being that donated so much to our last giveaway. So someone begging Omar to send me every comic they get. What? No, I haven't read Spaceboy yet. I've been meaning to check those out. I know they're releasing them in omnibus format. The September solicitations will be coming next Thursday. Yeah, by the way, final shout out to Final Shadow for doing the timestamps every freaking Saturday. He is amazing.
And our moderators.
Where does he live? I think he said he lived overseas. So it looks like it's a bunch of New 52 books. So we'll be putting these in our giveaways. Thank you so much, man. This is awesome. So yeah, whenever I think I decided 90,000 probably is when we do it.
He said he received a couple copies with dings.
Oh, let's see. I ended up with 2 copies of this. Both were received dings. Not too bad, but figured either you might want the other copy. Dude, I don't have this one yet. Thank you so much. It's the Eddie Campbell book. Oh my gosh, he sent a lot, including some Mortal Kombat on VHS and a rarity of The Secret of the Ooze on VHS. Oh, and he drew us a picture in there. Go Green Machines. I hope that was you, not some kid that lost his art. Did he do Mortal Kombat? He did do Mortal Kombat. Test your might.
And
You found a hidden. Oh, it's the what's his name? The little miner from Mega Man.
oh, and put these at the top so I didn't cut books when I opened it. Thank you.
Yeah, dude, this is awesome. Here, let me keep these separated because this will be for the giveaway, and then this is for. So. Bunch of books for kids. Where did you have these? Buffy the Vampire. Are these graphic? They are graphic novels. Wow, this is a
We have
lot.
some hardcovers.
Some stuff for kids, young adults. Lunch Lady, the lunch box. Do you know what this is? I don't know what this is. This is from Random House Publishing, but it's a little. It's a box set. I think this one's for kids for sure, so I'll make sure to be putting those. One thing I do on my giveaways, if you've ever won something from us on the channel, lots of 100 bullet trades, is I always ask people in the email if they won something, if they have kids, because I like to sneak things in there. Because, I mean, that's what this is all about anyway. Like, you know, it's about the next generation of readers. Zombies Christmas Carol. This is in the deluxe edition. Printed at Marvel. Oh my gosh, I can't believe you actually had these. The X-Men Adventures. These are the trade paperbacks of the comics that are based on the cartoon. I don't have this one. I'll ask him if it's okay to keep this one. This one looks cool, dude. Kill 6 billion demons. I like the format that this is in. Make sure I can show this. Is it fantasy? Yeah, it's fantasy.
Sweet, sweet.
I've never read this.
Baby, when I close my eyes.
And then we've got some more trades right here, including the oh, I used to have this one. The Cyberforce trade. Ghost, printed at Dark Horse. I'm surprised they never did a hardcover of those. And then some Wonder Woman comics right here. Is this which one is this? Sensation Comics featuring Wonder Woman Volume 1. May have to look into that one. Some original graphic novels, including Mojo Mayhem. Oh my gosh. Yes. Look at this. Y'all remember this cover right here? Oh, I love the fold out covers. This cover was so huge. You don't get that in Omnibus format. I wish you would. That would be so cool. I remember my buddy Matt and I fighting over the one copy they had at a comic store. You know, I never did get around to reading this one, The Red Wing. May have to look into that one. Batman animated, and then Aliens versus Parker. May have to check that one out from Boom Studios, and then these books right here. And he sent something special for Melanie. What did he send you?
You missed my smile when I opened it.
The chat is just scrolling by with no one reading our comments. Well, we can't, right? Like, I was looking at things and Melanie was opening up boxes. So tell me what this is.
Thank you, Chris. So, and there's an X Factor poster in
That
there.
is a poster by Larry Stroman.
So I love Reboot so much. And actually, Chris, this is really special because when I was in high school, we went with the church youth group to help do something. I don't remember what it was. And I had money to spend at the mall, and I'm not tooting my own horn, but I had donated it.
Oh, I remember this story. Hold on, Hamza. I'll get to you in a second, buddy.
And so, I wasn't going to buy anything. And it was at KB's toy stores. And it was like for 30 cents. And that's how much I had left. So look at him, like really crying.
You'll make me cry, woman. Oh, come here.
I felt like it was a gift from God, and I cut out this corner, and I would have it in like my pocket to remind me that God gave you this book. And now I've got one that doesn't have a corner cut out. So thank you.
So get you a woman that donates her money to charity to buy a reboot book for 30 cents later. Oh, my baby. Oh, you have to wear makeup. You never wear makeup. Yes, the poster is by Larry Stroman, but draws nothing but thick. Let's change the subject a little bit. Look at look how thick Strong Guy is. That is one thick dude. Oh, Hamza, I didn't know you were kidding, buddy. I'm sorry. I was just hitting on your comment. Yeah, but yeah, there was no way we could have done looking at the comments while opening this up.
Thank you, Chris. So
on that note, if you saw any of those books on here, your poster, and you're interested in purchasing them, and you live in Europe, check out waltzcomicshop.com. They have books. They have the cheapest orders for big Marvel books and big DC books. Flat rate shipping of €12 for all EU countries, and all emails answered within 24 hours. They have a huge selection of out-of-print books. That's waltzcomicshop.com. And if you type the code near mint condition, all one word at the checkout, you get free shipping for all EU countries with your first order of over €40 or more. And that's Waltz Comic Shop.
Your reliable source for Omnis and premium collected editions. Tearful version. Ting!
Tearful version. I love you. You're so goofy and emotional all at the same time. That's why I love you.
I'm gonna hug my book.
Reboot of all the things God could have sent you away.
I need a reboot tattoo.
No, you do not.
Could show Dan Diddy on my reboot tattoo.
Any 2000 Omnis announcements soon. Do you consider modern stuff Omni announced 2000? Yeah, of course you do. Then yes, unless you just mean aughts, right? Just the 2000 to 2009. Oh, I don't know. Let me think. I'll just play it safe and say yes if you mean 2000s, like modern stuff. So, thank you. Was that a super sticker from Kyle?
Yes, thank you.
Let me double check I'll look at the stream on
to see what the sticker is.
If it was a super
a super
sticker. Kyle, if you had a question, keep his name. Kyle K. If you had a question, let us know. By the way, I love that picture. That was an ad for Do You Know What Your Children Are?
Yeah.
For Mutant Registration Act. Reminds me of it's the fall of the mutants, the beginning of all that. What type of Red Wings is that novel about? I don't think it's the hockey team. That's from Bert, by the way.
Thank you, Bert.
I don't know. I haven't read it, brother. So I'm excited because it's got Jonathan Hickman. So yeah, excited for that. Yes, it was Kyle K. We'll keep an eye out, making sure that we didn't miss a question from you. Okay.
Let's see. So thank you, Trans.
Is it time for Melanie?
Yes, we need to get.
All right, yeah, let's
patches.
So
let me get bars first, though.
Okay.
First, super sticker.
Softcover Omar. Why would you do that? So update on 12-year-old boy. I hope nobody takes that out of context. He emailed me the other day saying his parents didn't allow him to take the books because they're not for his age. Those books are not for 12-year-olds.
Oh no!
I made sure to put. Okay, maybe y'all have different restrictions over there in Israel, right? That's where you are, Bar?
Yeah, it's just parents.
Or maybe the parents are just prudes, and I can't believe I said that about parents I've never talked to. Are you lying to me? Was there ever a 12-year-old boy? I'm gonna get canceled because I said some parents are prudes. Are you serious? I bet there was never a 12-year-old boy. It was Bar's second account. This is how she gets more books. Bart, I want to thank you for. Wait a minute though. What did they do with those books, by the way? If they did, they better not have. But I hope they donated them to the library or something. No question. Just wanted to say how sweet you both are, and that you have an amazing time in Japan. Thank you so much. Now you got to play the GIF at least. Thank you for that, Kyle.
And I've got the patches to show.
Yes. So. We do have a P.O. box where you can mail us stuff like books if you want us to check out, or if you want to mail us stuff for our giveaways.
No, not yet though, because we've got plenty. Thank you so much, Chris. We've ran out of room though after Chris's box, so we're good to go. Thank you.
We're good to go for now. Okay. But we do have a PO box. It's PO box Near Me Condition, PO Box 5204, Frankfort, Kentucky 40602. And we also have an email in case you want to mail us artwork from overseas. So remember how we created these Omni fans t-shirts, and then Spreadshop was like, not on our watch. And we were like, whatever. We're going to look at Redbubble to see if they can actually do it. But our buddy Transcendent Travis printed out his own patches. So really cool. So he collects patches, or he makes patches, and he puts them on his amazing, look at this, show the next picture, vest right there. That is so awesome. I assume this is a biker vest. Like, are you part of a biker gang? Like, you guys ride your bikes around?
Something's blurred out.
And play baseball? Well, maybe his real name, right?
That's true.
Or maybe his club.
These are really cool. And thank you. What an honor.
What
an honor.
Dude, that is awesome.
The logo as a
and thank you. It's an honor to have it on your patch. They're like, people get it mistaken for OnlyFans. They're like, what's that about, man?
And we've got one more to show.
We haven't shown these from Brett yet.
Okay. Here. Where does it start? Right here?
Yes. So this is from one of our viewers. I can't remember if he wants me to say his name or not. Let me double check if it's okay with him. Oh man, maybe it may. Okay, this is from one of our viewers. So let's just say one of our viewers sent us these custom dust jackets that he made for X-Force. So pretty much it's X-Force Volume 1. You can show them, baby. And then Deadpool and X-Force. And then Cable and Cable and X-Force. So it's those 3 volumes, and he just remade them into X-Force Volumes 1, 2, and 3. Oh, no, wait. These are custom.
Wow.
Okay, no, that's the dust jacket. Yeah. And then they have connecting spines.
Such as that.
Yeah. Very freaking cool.
And this is from Gabriel.
And our buddy Gabriel cannot keep us away from
thank you, Gabe.
From Alf for one day, for one weekend.
Thank you, guys.
I did get the Loki Omnibus just today. Actually.
Yeah, he was talking about it because
I like the design.
I'm wearing this shirt and I want to read it.
Do you want to see it? Because I'll have to run up and get it.
No, I will.
Oh, that's my baby.
Here, let me go.
Am I excited for Jonathan Hickman's Ultimate Invasion? 100%. 100%. Because I hope it shows that, hey, Marvel, there's this whole Ultimate collection by Jonathan Hickman you haven't done that you could totally do one day, because it's huge and people really like it. And obviously it's Jonathan Hickman. It will sell.
Thank you.
Watch the news. Many parents are prudes. So true. So true. Especially social media.
Wait, where is it?
It's upstairs on the table on top of your book that you're reading, the Flintstones book, baby. So she's gonna go. She's so sweet. She's gonna go get the omnibus. David Gabriel said that more 2099 was coming. Any news? No word yet. I did get Record of Lotus War. Both Udon's so sweet. I love my contact at Udon. She asked me if I wanted to do an overview of it, and I'm like, yeah, of course. So she sent me both that and the Barnes & Noble exclusive cover. And I am gifting Tina my other one because she is just as big a fan of Record of Lotus War, if not bigger than I am. D-Lid and Parn for life, baby. Talking about old school.
I'm interested because I played that game. What was it
When
called?
does the Loki Omnibus come out? Oh, the D-Lid game on the Switch? That was good.
That was
fun. Let me double check. I think it's in June, if I'm not mistaken. So it is June 13th. Why the... Never mind. David went off on them already, so I'll just keep quiet. Speaking of connecting spines, the 2000 AD end up with enough blocks together to look halfway. Dude, they look awesome. They look awesome.
Ooh,
oh yeah, that's iMac.
It's got parental advisory. What a cool title. God,
I love the design of the book. I don't know what the standard edition is going to look like, but this is the Frank Cho cover. The book, it actually looks like a prose novel, like the design of the book. But it would have been cool. I know we would have had to pay out the wazoo for it if they could have had like the faux leather look to this. But here's the spine right there. I believe that is a Lee Garbett, and then the back of the book. Yeah, so this is the modern stuff. Remember, the original Omnibus is the classic Loki stuff. That kind of actually, the spines go together. You know how to open up an Omnibus properly?
Crack it open over my knee. Cow! Here, go ahead and get Holmes's while I open it.
Josh, the bane of my existence.
Here,
it kills me that a lot of Record Lotus were never featured the characters you want. Yes, because and again, that has something to do with licensing, because the book says you cannot, or the people that wrote the book, you cannot use certain characters in your stories. If you want to do a guide then or a side story of Record Lotus War, then you cannot use certain characters. That's what the Grey Witch story had. Remember, that was the issue. We wanted to see other characters. That's when I found out that CPM could not use certain characters. I'm definitely getting this Loki Omnibus. I've been wanting to read some of the stories. So yes, if you're not familiar with this is this stuff of the modern era. This is the Esad Ribbage is in here. You're going to find stuff by Al Ewing, but collecting like the Loki miniseries. But the big thing that's in here that is finally collected is the Loki Agent of Asgard. All 17 issues. You have Original Sin 5.1, 5.5 through 5.5 in here, and then all the little Loki miniseries. So it's the most completed modern Loki collection. I love it. I think I'm so glad they did this.
Loki is thinner than expected.
Well, yeah, this is when he's going through changes. Oh, you mean the book itself?
Oh, no. I thought he meant Loki himself. I don't know.
Omar, what in comics do you prefer versus novels and vice versa? What in comics? Or do I prefer comics instead of novels? Obviously comics. I don't read many novels anymore, honestly. Seriously. Mine are complete 1 through 140, and we're into 141 to 180 for an extension. So that section is gappy. Not Boo Cook on the latest extension, so not sure how we'll mesh it. But man, across 2 hardcovers. So he's talking about the connecting spines on the 2000 AD, which are beautiful, beautiful. And those books are released kind of like the Marvel epics. Sometimes they'll do modern stuff, sometimes they'll do stuff from before. But the so much like the epics are released out of sequence, you know, there's not like a 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 release.
Look how pretty that green is.
Oh, you're showing off the book. Look at you. I hope that Marvel in 2024 will have a lot of Star Wars Legends Omni that aren't already announced. I do have a Star Wars announcement. Let me see when I can. I think actually I made sure I get it to get it approved that I try to get it out by May. So it might be Tuesday's announcement. Let me double check. Okay. Let me see this.
I'm going to add this to my Goodreads. No, I use Goodreads.
Let me see. Oh my gosh, there's so much emails between me and Marvel's collected edition team. Omar, waiting on the covers. Oh, here we go. So yeah, May 30th is going to be a Star Wars announcement. So look, this is what you get for watching the live stream. Are the 2023 Omni solicits complete, or can we expect anything else? They are complete unless they sneak in something like a reprint. That's it. Also, Woodchuck was done dirty.
It's not on Goodreads yet. It doesn't recognize it.
Because it's not out yet. Why would it be on Goodreads?
I'm just trying.
Please be Star Wars Volume 2 by Gillen Impact. Boy, that one's been requested so many times, man. As the guy that gets to read all the comments, it's funny that I actually know what's been requested the most. And that's up there as like number 2 request of Omnis. It's crazy. I can't say anything, though. Could be something old, something new, something borrowed, something blue.
Doctor Who!
No, that's a wedding, Melanie.
No, but you know, week.
Bert, thank you so much, brother, for the super chat. The Vertigo Deluxe hardcovers need spine stretching. Honestly, I do the spine stretching on most book preservists, real books. Not that these are not real books.
Oh, what are you saying?
Sorry. You know what I mean. Real book people. The snooty people who push up their glasses that collect books or sell books for a living will tell you to stretch the spine of anything that has sewn binding. Yeah. But that's it. That's all. It's up to you whether you stretch. I don't stretch it. My rule is if it's got less than 300 pages. I don't stretch it, but everybody will tell you to stretch it on anything that's a hardcover and that has sewn binding.
I just made a summer read and watch list.
Okay.
Mortal Kombat.
Why
Loki got a story.
Why are people saying dang it? Darn it, Omar. Melanie, did you read all the Harley comics yet?
No, I did not.
She hated it.
Sorry. And I am taking back the best authority. He needs a gip.
Call yourself a fan. Now, this is the only way I'm going to read Josh's voice from now on. Woodchuck was a thief that cursed item. Actually, his name was Woodchucker. Okay, let's get that right. Omar just got himself canceled. Get in line. So many have tried. So many have tried. Have you announced the epic reprints? No, not yet. They were actually choosing the epics last 2 months, I think. Or no, last week they were choosing the epic reprints.
Can I use this as a coaster?
I got to go to my wife's work friend's wedding. Someone come put me out of my misery. I hope it's an open bar at least, brother.
Or maybe it's outside and it's nice. Oh, she's throwing tomatoes.
You're going to throw tomatoes at my wife? You're going to waste tomatoes like that?
This is literally how Josh talks.
Omar enjoyed the maid outfit.
He does not.
No, Josh is good people. I'll stop.
Did
Country Goofy. Dude, Goofy was country AF, as the kill said. Omar was born canceled. He's naturally, oh my gosh, yes. Ask any of my friends that have hung around me.
Did either ROM or Micronauts ever appear in the Captain America issues by Mark Grunwald?
Was it ROM, I think? Because ROM appeared in Power Man and Iron Fist. He appeared in Marvel 2-in-1. See, what's really interesting about this whole history of ROM is that they didn't really make appearances outside of their own comics. Because they kind of wanted to limit the exposure of it to just not be big part of the Marvel Universe. Micronauts was a little different. Micronauts would go on adventures and you'll see people. I can't remember if ROM showed up in... I thought it was Captain America, maybe. Or you can keep it. I'll get my revenge. Omar, to answer your question, I am not into a biker gang, but I am a member of the NATO veterans group, and lots of members ride motorcycles, as do I. And I have giant patch on my back. That's your dad, right?
That's cool. My dad had a Harley. It was a 92 Electra Glide, and he did stained glass, and he had stained glass on top of the gas tank with a big G for our last name. It was really cool. I felt so cool when we'd pull up to my dojo and I was on the bike. It is a wig. It's not dyed. Thank you.
Omar, do you think DC will reprint and put out more books now that DC is now DC Studios? Put out more books, maybe. Reprint is where they'll start, honestly.
I'll go. If they're still at the door, greet them.
Okay, love. Rom was in a Hulk issue. Yes, Hulk by Mantlo, who is writing the ROM series. Why do I like comics better than novels? And what is it the most recent? The last novel I read prose book was actually one that Bert suggested, reading about businesses and things like that. Can you remember what it was called? I don't know. Comics just speak to me. There are people that can't read comics that read books. And I'm not opposed to reading books. It's just that comics, for some reason, speak to me. We need a near-mint condition video of Omar serving Melanie and a maid cat for no, we do not. Good morning, Sidarska, signing at Task Comics in Vancouver today. See you there. I wish I could be there. Tell Chip Omar from Near-Mint. Oh, I'm sorry. Tell Chip Melanie from Near-Mint Condition said hello. You said you're going to do a reading order. Yes, post X-Men Huxbucks. That is on my to-do list before I leave for Japan. I think you said it on the Epic announcement live. No pressure, just a reminder. Thank you. I wrote that down, and that is definitely something I'm going to work on before I go to Japan. One day I'll get Harley and call it Queen. A Harley. What do you think? Comic books and TV shows, comic book movies and TV shows help the sales of comics a bit, depending on the marketing. My dog is going crazy up there. It really depends on the way they market it. That is something I've been really, really disappointed in at Marvel and DC, the MCU. And DCEU that they've done. That why not start the movie with like, this is based on the stories by, or these are based on these particular stories. They never do. At the very end of the credits, you'll get in tiny, tiny fonts, thanks to Ed Brubaker, Mark Grunwald, Stan Lee. That is the perfect opportunity to like promote the things that these movies and TV shows are based on. So, mad props to James Gunn. I don't know if it was his idea, but the trailer to Flashpoint, the first trailer I saw, at the very end of that trailer, it said these stories are what inspired the movie. Go and check them out. And it shows 3 trade paperbacks. You know how that hit me, man? I was like, that's what you do. That's how you promote these things. You go, look, the idea behind these movies and TV shows, as much as I love them, is to get people to come to read the original source material, right? You have $1 million movie ticket sales and you get maybe a small fraction. Now, it does work because in the case of like Maddie and Amanda, and I have a couple of other friends that now read comics because of movies and TV shows. But the point of these things are to get people to come back and read comics, not the other way around, right? You don't stop read comics to go and watch movies. Hi, guys. What do you think about DC's? I really enjoy it. That is Tom Taylor series. There's an upcoming set later this year. Should I just wait for the deluxe editions? I think eventually we'll get an omnibus of that stuff, but it might be some years. Jess is doing a stream out of this, but everybody should join the stream tomorrow. Jess's stream. It's going to be a good one tomorrow. Sounds like your dog is going wild. Dude, my dog goes wild no matter what. Do you call your fans the Omar me? No, I do not do that. Please don't ever let me do that. I don't have an army, man. We just have people that love reading. If Marvel now have the rights to Transformers, would they be able to reprint the IDW material? And if so, can you convince David Gabriel to? I can't speak of licensing because I don't want to misquote what's happening. All I can say is that right now, as of now, they have the rights to print ROM and Micronauts, the classic stuff. I can't say anything. I mean, I know some things that are going to happen, some things that might happen if the sales of ROM and of Micronaut pre-orders are big enough, but I can't speak in detail. But my gosh, so excited for things that could happen. Because the same thing could happen like we did with Micronauts and ROM, known about it for 2.5 years, then whoop, not gonna happen. Might happen, not gonna happen. And here we are. Now we have it. Yes, my dog's name is Strider. He used to come down here and join me for some whenever I would do the upcoming collected editions. So the ROM issues that were left out of Power Man and Iron Fist collections will be collected in the reprints. I can't even answer that. To play it safe, if you really want those issues, get the omnibus, because I would hate for anybody to miss out on those books. I can't say anything about reprints because I don't want to misspeak and then get people in trouble, because this isn't just a Marvel announcement. This was a Hasbro announcement, so I have to play it safe. And I don't want to get misquoted. Free giveaways on opening night of the floppies that inspired the movie. I thought about that too. Like, why haven't they done that? They should totally do that. Yes, the Omar me sounds awesome. Maddie says she got into Marvel through Annihilation, so I'm guessing, yeah, she loves Guardians of the Galaxy. She asked me what she should read, and nothing's ever been the same since then. Maybe not for her. All dogs go wild. Dude, my dog, he is so lovable and playful once people are in, but I got this dog for a reason, though. He definitely is the intimidating dog. He's a big dog, and he looks fierce and angry. He looks like he could tear you up, and he loves the girls, and he does his job. Anybody goes near my girls that is a stranger, not on his watch. Dog, he does his job. I love Strider. I'm not sure I'm convinced about the synergy between movies and comics. My friends never want to check out the source material. Yeah, I know. That's not a bad shirt idea. Omar me. No, let's not do that. I got this NMC tramp stamp for nothing. Oh, no, you don't. Get a tattoo. It is catchy. I started reading comics because I watched the movies. I watched the movies regarding Henry and was straight. No, you almost had me. Nom should be coming soon. Oh, one day. Does Omar have good benefit? Army have good benefits? What's the wage? We have rations and benefits. No, we don't. We have independent health care is what we have. Omar's going to be sick when all he can get are Skybound. I'm going to keep my mouth shut. It finally hit me. Melanie's hair reminds me of my one G.I. Joe action figure, Blowtorch. I like that idea. Oh, I like this one here. I'm not in the Omar me. I'm a Melanite. Should I read Kraven's Last Hunt epic or the Coming of Galactic's epic today? I would say go old school. Go old school. Get that Coming of Galactus. It's one of the classics. And oh, I love the dialogue. I love the continuing story. It's a good one. Kraven's Last Hunt, though, man, that's up here. That sets the bar so freaking high. That when you go and read other Spider-Man stories, you're going to be like, oh, it was good, but it wasn't Kraven's Last Hunt good. I need those Transformers Regeneration hardcovers. Oh, my gosh. I know. Me too, brother. Even though I have the custom omnibus, I have to disagree, and that's okay. Unfortunately, the enormous companies don't care about the 100,000 comic readers, but about the multi-billion-dollar box office. Oh, yeah, absolutely. Absolutely. But why not, though? If it's, like, I always use this as an example.
Thank you, Matt.
That it is well known that a Batman kite makes more money for, at the time, Warner Brothers, than the comic book sells. Because it's just that IP, right? But there's still that market of comic book readers that got you to where you were. So why not throw them a bone and give us, promotion, like give us some kind of like ads during your movies that got you there to begin with. I don't think there's anything wrong with that.
Jeff, thank you so much for the super chat. Just really quick. So
Omar 6 out of 10 army.
No, really quick. I went upstairs, right, to greet
and you had that hair on?
the father of Alicia's friend, and I'm like, doing a live stream. Yeah, I was like, I didn't know. I didn't think about. Yeah, I'm wearing an orange wig and black lipstick.
It's gonna be like, man, these people are cool.
Oh, Jeff, thank you. What is going on with
somebody
Omar's
said
army
are
and
people that are fan of Omar Yellow Spider-Man's the one that quoted it, and Omarmy Omar me. You got Omar Army, right? And then somebody said, I'm not in the Omar me. I'm a Melanite. Just hilarious. Melanite supremacy. And now they're split for some reason because they can't get along. What's your favorite Fourth World story run that isn't by Kirby? Is it safe to say Seven Soldiers by Morrison? I love that stuff. Yes. Omar does something bad. What comic does he have to read as punishment? You should probably know these. What comics do I not like that I hate rereading?
Well, Trouble,
Mm-hmm.
One More Day, Onslaught.
The Onslaught saga would take forever. Oh my gosh, the Onslaught Omnibus. I reread that when I came out. I'm like, nope, still not good. Still, why? Anyway, no. Omar, is that shirt half Wolverine? Yes.
Half Iron Maiden?
Mm-hmm.
Wait, I thought it was Megadeth.
No, that's Iron Maiden.
You told me Megadeth.
No, I said Iron Maiden.
When I asked this morning, you said Iron Maiden. You said Megadeth.
I may have said Megadeth. I'm sorry. But it is Iron Maiden. Iron Maiden.
Okay. I was like, please don't let me have misremembered.
It's Eddie, right? From Iron Maiden? If I'm not mistaken.
Oh, okay.
Melanites in
It's going crazy. Oh, Joel, yes, me too. Tom King's Mr. Miracle is my fave non-Kirby Fourth World story. Yes, yes.
I think that's a good one too.
Yes.
Make Omar read The Crossing when he is. Dude, I like The Crossing though. Eddie, right? It's Eddie. Mm-hmm. Yes, mm-hmm. yes. See, I thought it.
Oh, okay. The mascot of Iron Man. Okay.
Yes, people know what's up, man. People know what's up. Fans of Wolverine and Iron Maiden.
Don is asking, what's Astro City about? What's the hype?
Okay. Best elevator pitch I can give you for Astro City is, you know how we love stories like Watchmen because it's a deconstruction of superheroes? All right. Take that formula and reverse it. And that is what Kurt Busiek gives us. A reconstruction of superheroes. putting the faith and hope back into superheroes instead of destroy, like breaking them down and saying that they have flaws. They do have flaws, and don't get me wrong, they do have flaws, but it's just so beautifully done. Oh my gosh, I loved it. It was one of my favorite Image series, and that was one series that I remember thinking, like, I had a handful of series that I was still getting when I left comics that I was like, I'll keep getting this one. And then I looked at the last issue that I had, and I said, no, because if I keep getting this one, I'll go and keep buying other comics, and I need a break free. And yeah, that was one of the hard ones I had to give up.
To break free. What about Ultimates by Hickman? Now that Ultimate Invasion is happening? Oh,
that's what I said. I hope it shows Marvel that there's a huge interest in this Hickman guy and everything he wrote. So it'd be awesome to have an ultimate Ultimate Comics by Hickman.
Wow! Did you Wikipedia this?
All right.
It's a variety. Melanie's a variety.
Sound like a Pokemon.
It's a variety of androdites, a mineral species of the garnet group. It is a nesosilicate with formula CA3. Wait,
nope.
Calcium, iron, silicon, oxygen, which includes nematoid and topazolite.
Oxygen is O12.
It reminds me of Sailor Moon.
Bye, Craig. Be good, bro.
It reminds me of Sailor Moon in the first season.
Oh my gosh.
Hannah's been reading and is sorting out my Patreon.
Good for you, Hannah. I'm so glad Hannah's here to balance out Bar's craziness and attitude. Omar, please tell me your next announcement is not another one. Old people comics, like from the middle eight. Old people comics.
Hickman is Seven Apollo's favorite writer so far. He's run on Fantastic Four.
Oh,
so darn good.
His FF, man, is so good. Joey, what's up, buddy?
Oh,
I'll let you read it.
The roof on my mouth itches. Hi, I hope that you're all doing well. I am certainly well. I'm enjoying the time I have before starting my first job on June 18th, which will end on August 12th, so I won't be on as much. Take care. Joey, what's your job? Congratulations. Wikipedia is my friend too.
Dude, Joey's gone. He's like, I ain't got time for these fools. I'm starting a new job. I got to go to training.
Who's Tedward?
What's your favorite creator feud? The read up on Steranko slapping Bob Kane again last night. Read up. When I talked to Steranko a few years back at the same convention that Neil Adams was in, yeah, I remember. So I interviewed Neil Adams, and I pulled the interview because Neil just wanted to talk about restaurants in the Lexington, Kentucky area. Didn't want to talk about comics. I wish I had kept it because, we lost him last year. It's crazy.
Why did you pull it?
Because I was like, people don't want to watch this. This is just Neil Adams talking about restaurants in Kentucky.
Yeah, I gotcha.
And now I kind of wish I had kept it. But I talked to Steranko, and I'm like, I brought up the slap, and he was like, people love that story, don't they? And if you've never heard that story, it's a really good story. And I know that Steranko nowadays, has people separated because of his personal beliefs, and man's allowed to believe whatever he wants to, and you don't have to agree with him. And you can keep away or you can follow him, whatever. But that story with Bob Kane is amazing. You know why, right? Like, do people know what Bob Kane did to Bill Finger? Like, stripped him of any royalties and destroyed his livelihood. That man died broke. And for my life reading comics, it wasn't until I was in my 20s I didn't even know who Bill Finger was. And then not even before the internet, within comic book stores, we started hearing about this guy named Bill Finger, how he's the real reason Batman is who he is, and it wasn't just Bob Kane. Because I remember meeting Bob Kane at Mid-Ohio Con in 1994, and I was like, oh my gosh, it's the guy that created. And I was just like everybody else. It's the guy that created Batman. So the internet does have its purposes. Like, we talk about how the internet is nothing but bad, as it was a mistake, but now so many more people know.
The internet does have its purposes.
I'm being serious though, because I was just
whenever you think of you worded it.
Well, you never think of your internet now. It's like about arguing with people, whether it's political, religious reasons, whatever it is. People just love to argue. But the internet does have its goods, and part of the goods is now people know about Bill Finger. Hell, there was a documentary about Bill Finger. When was that? Maybe 3 years ago? And if it wasn't for forums and then people sharing on social media, that documentary would have never been made. So it's great things like that are happening, and now you see Bill Finger's name on Batman books. Batman created by Bob Kane and Bill Finger. So
The new Transformers: Rise of the Beast came out, and overall consensus is one of the best Transformer movies up there
with Bumblebee. I'm in. It's LARPing camp for kids.
Oh, Joey, that's amazing. So much fun. You'll be great at it.
Melanie has always wanted to LARP.
Have I? Yeah. No, I haven't.
I lied. I'm a liar.
Well, like, I'm not against it at all, but no, I haven't. Like, where would that come from? I'm calling you out. You're just making stuff up.
Okay, I'm making stuff up. It's what I do.
Echo is asking
tell David Gabriel
we need reprints for Road to War of Kings and Realm of the Kings. It's been years since they were in print.
I don't think they made it in our top 20, did they? No, they don't have to follow the top 20. They can print whatever they want to. Okay. I think British comic writer Alan Moore's Supreme was Moore's parody of Grant Morrison and British superhero comic writers in general. I love that run. And that's one that's stuck in licensing hell because Rob Liefeld sold his Youngblood stuff. So a lot of the properties went with Youngblood, and now he's in the middle of like, oh, I should get that back. Oh, I can't reprint any of those stuff.
We're geared for finals. We watched Man of Steel and Batman vs. Superman because he's a teacher as well. Yep. People keep trying to make me hate those films, so I just can't hate them. Yeah, you love them. That's great. Great Batman. Awful Lex, though. I really liked his eyes, Batman's eyes. I thought he did a great job acting with his eyes. Yeah. That's what I like.
I'm not the biggest Affleck fan, but I love his Batman. I thought he was great. He was great. He was not the problem with that movie. Internet got me NMC. Thank you, Rahul. By the way, Rahul, we do have just a couple pictures to show because I couldn't put them all up here. But this is from the Mumbai Comic Convention that happened in February. 3 years they haven't had one because, of course, of COVID. It
says, welcome back, Geek. I'm guessing it says Geeks.
Yeah.
That's cool.
So just a little bit. I love looking at these things right here because like this is stuff that's not available in this country. By the way, that background back there is my background. Is not Omni's. But that's so cool. Like this is the stuff that we don't have here. So there's a lot of like superheroes and collected editions I'm not even aware of. And that's so cool to see like, you know, country open back up to have conventions. So go to Alex's question because this is one that I get, and now you have your answer, and here's your answer. Speaking of Hoxpox, how come those aren't in omnibus format yet? There won't be a Hoxpox Krakowa era of Omni format until the era is finished. And I got that. That was the last phone call I had with David Gabriel because you all kept asking about it, and I finally got the answer. So wait until the anthologies are done. Wait until they're out of that era because they want to make sure they got those mapped out right. They want to make sure that they don't give you 4 Omni or no 2 Omnis and then 1 slim omnibus. So Ben Affleck was, he wasn't the greatest detective, but he was an awesome butt kicker, dude. That warehouse scene is amazing.
Bard, thank you for
I'm wasting a super sticker on this nonsense. Tell Marvel if they don't announce Black Widow omnibus during Pride Month, they're homophobic.
Oh my goodness. That escalated quickly, Bar.
What? Bar, you can't make threats like that, Bar. Now, first of all, what do you know about Black Widow that I don't that has ties to Pride Month? Black Widow?
It's just because Bar wants it.
Well, I'm just like I'm thinking, did I miss something? Maybe Black Cat. You sure you're talking about Black Widow, not Black Cat?
Important super sticker. It's London Comic Con this weekend. Awesome.
Now that's awesome. I don't have the X-23 omnibus. Those are coming in one box. I could tell you some behind the scenes of that stuff. The way they're handling review copies now is different than the way they used to. The Krakowa era is awesome. What are you on about? Me? Did I say something bad about the Krakowa era?
I didn't think so.
Oh, okay. Because I'm gay, Omar. Yes, I know you are. But Black Widow isn't.
Let's see. Has any modern Black Widow run lasted
long enough for an omnibus? No, but if they we've had a classic Black Widow omnibus. It would be cool to have a modern omnibus.
Thank you, Kenneth.
Thanks, Omar and Melanie, for all you do. Love you guys. Love you too, man.
Oh no,
okay.
Someone else.
I'm so used to reading comments, and I was like, oh man, what did I say? What are your thoughts on the Spider-Man 2 gameplay? Looks so freaking awesome, and it makes me kind of want to play more of those type of video games. Who's the oldest in continuity human superhero or villain from Marvel and DC? I keep reminding myself that Magneto has turned into a baby and was reborn with a hot, super smooth, sexy chest during the Savage Land era. I remember when I was a kid, I'm like, dude, I need to work out so I can look like Magneto when I'm in my 50s. Because he's got pulling chicks like Rogue left and right, man. And in the 70s, Steve Rogers took a long nap.
He took a long nap.
Well, I'm trying to think, like, and then I'm like, oh, no, that doesn't. Namor, maybe? Apocalypse? Apocalypse has been around forever. Don't forget that Jesse Eisenberg was cast as Luthor because he crushed it on screen as the real-life Lex Luthor in Social Network. Yeah, his take on Lex was so not good. One of those comics in the pick was translated into English this year. I've always heard of them since I was young, but finally read them this year. Dude, thank you for sharing those, man. Those are awesome. Yeah, I would assume, like, I mean, if we're going to retcon in continuity, then it's got to be like somebody like Apocalypse, right? Namor, he's been around since the 30s and never went to sleep. He just went underwater for a while and became homeless. Grew his beard out. Well, I'm serious. That's how they brought him back, remember? Like, he was homeless, and Johnny Storm's like, wait a minute. Let me shave you with fire. And the Thing was like, that's Namor. To be continued.
If I want to check out New Warriors, should I start with the Nova Omnibus or the New Warriors Omnibus if I want the full story of these characters?
Oh, New Warriors. You don't need to have read anything before the New Warriors. Just remember that Nova was a superhero and had lost his powers by the beginning of the New Warriors in a forgotten storyline. He was a forgotten hero. So, that's a good one right there. Namor, Human Torch. Yeah, I thought about Human Torch, but Alec, you know, he was. Wait. Jim. Oh my gosh, Jim. But he's not all human, right? Apocalypse and Vandal Savage will be contenders. Yeah. If we're gonna go with retcons, then go with those. The founding fathers of the JSA. But I don't even know what's in continuity with the JSA anymore. Are they still in their own Earth, or we still consider them part of, hey, Martin, the DC continuity? By the way, if you've not seen the Dan Didio interview, at least check out the part where he's talking about 5G when he wrote out the timelines, because I find that stuff so interesting.
What do you consider the best Batman omnibus ever? Batman by Paul Dini?
Oh, omnibus. Well, my favorite stories are not collected in omnibus format. Some of them are. I really like No Man's Land. I think No Man's Land is solid, man. It's so good. Snapped it out. He's like, I refuse to be homeless. Now I need to make some money.
Let's see. Tapsy Logic is asking, did David Gabriel give any hints on how adjectiveless X-Men is going to be handled in an omnibus form, like integrated in the ongoing Uncanny X-Men Omnis or its own line?
It's something that he probably can't answer or won't answer, but I'm pretty sure that is a good. That's a good one right there. It's going to be handled like the epics, so they're going to put them in Uncanny X-Men Omnibus. What would that be? 10, right? When we get to the adjectiveless era? Yeah.
Yeah, shut this
Celine, up. That's right. She's also old. Even though they try to retcon that story. Batman Black, White, and Box Set has more content than the Omnibus. I think it's got the new stories that were not collected in the Omnibus format.
Can we expect modern epics where all the titles that branch from Bendis' Avengers, such as Secret Avengers, Mighty Avengers, Avengers Academy?
I'm curious how they're going to map those. Pretty much if it's been in complete collections, they will come back as modern epics. But the mapping might be different because we've seen that before. Taschen also has the first volume of X-Men in the latest preview catalog. Is that the big book? I feel bad for Dan Didio because he's so hated, but seemed like a nice guy. I mean, you can still make mistakes and be a good, come across like a good person. I don't know. I did not work for DC Comics, and there's a lot of things that, I'm sure they had to decide that. But I mean, he did answer all the tough questions that I thought were popping up in the chat. Also tell Tina that the TikToks are well done and enjoy them. Thanks, man. I will tell her. I'm seeing her Monday. There is an announcement tomorrow or today if you're on Patreon.
The $5 tier.
So it'll be, I think I've got them. Let me look here. Just a second, my love. So there's one on the 28th. That's tomorrow, the 30th. June 1st, June 4th, 6th, 8th, 11th, and 13th. And then we go to Japan. And then that's not even, none of those are reprints until I get those. That list.
This is, Carlos is like, why do you have Optimus Prime behind you?
I love this cover. This is Generation 2, issue number 1.
This is not your father's Autobot.
Which I never understood that tagline right there, because like the line was only canceled for like 4 years. It should have been like, this isn't your big brother's Autobots. But this is when
you said that the other day.
When G.I. Joe
and it's
rebuilt Megatron. Oh yeah, Simon Furman signed it. Look how edgy that is, though. He's got a bullet like on the side of his head. This is when G.I. Joe rebuilt Megatron, right there. So he's a tank instead of a gun.
Rebuilt Megatron, wow.
Or Cobra rebuilt him.
Oh, okay. I was like, what?
The Amazing Spider-Man Beyond Omnibus, that will be next week. Not this Monday, next Monday.
Okay. Bard, thank you again for another super sticker.
You just love that gift, don't you?
Wait, she gets the Harley one.
Okay.
Hold up. Okay. So this is what her mom's making right now. That's why she's calling me my hot and spicy ramen noodles. What are you reading right now? Goodness. So I'm reading, I started Flintstones this morning by Mark Russell, and I'm got a quarter left of the Deadpool and Cable Omni. And I gave up on What Dreams Come prose by Richard Matheson because it's like, oh, there's not enough narrative in this book, which is a shame. It's had its moments. And I feel like there's one more. What else am I reading? Yeah, that's what I'm currently reading.
Flintstones, Cable, and Deadpool?
Yeah.
Okay. Which Century Paperback fills out the missing stuff from Hick Vengers Volume 2? That's Avengers World. Happy birthday, Omar. This is going to be a trap. I can't believe you're announcing Agent Ven Omnibus this week. I knew this was a trap. Can't wait for Star Wars Omnis. I got one of those coming. Then you're going where? We're taking a couple weeks off from the channel. We're going to Japan. Melanie and I and the girls. And yeah, it's crazy. It's scary, man. I haven't taken off from I've put work into this channel for 3.5 years every day. I've not taken a day off, and it's time to give my brain a rest and get rejuvenated.
Adam recently turned from a month in Japan, but I'm already jealous of people going. That's awesome.
Oh.
And somebody at the beginning of the chat said they just got back from Japan as well.
Loved it. I recently returned from a month in Japan, but I'm already jealous of people going. Yeah, we made ourselves a promise in 2008 when we went there for our honeymoon that one day we would come back with our kids.
Mm-hmm.
And I'm glad. Yes, Transformers with teeth. Do you know when the Fantastic Four by Hickman Volume 2 is getting restocked? It was supposed to be May. I have a pre-order from Organic Price Books, but it's saying May. Let me double check. Give me 1 second. Let me see if I can double check. They've made it a nightmare to check now.
Michael's saying the new Brave and the Bold #1 was incredible. Hopefully they keep it going for a while. Great creative teams with different types of stories in the first issue.
That World's Finest was solid if you've not read it.
Ooh, and Carlos is going to go to Japan?
That's awesome.
All right, Batman by Paul Dini versus Batman and Robin by Tomasi.
Both are good. Both are solid. If you want solo Batman detective adventures, go with Batman by Paul Dini. A lot of those are standalone stories. Wildman had been drawing teeth on robots before G1 wrapped up. I think it's more prominent in this though, when Megatron's like grinting his teeth.
Yeah, I usually do finish books. I'm skimming towards the end because I want to know what happens.
Now the FF by Hickman 2 is just the regular cover, and it should be soon. Is all I see. I don't see an actual date. Melanie, do you have any videos? Oh yeah, do you have any videos you're gonna be filming? You want to do a Cable
Top 5?
Top 5 what?
Oh yeah, definitely help or do the Deadpool and Cable review. Wait, you already did one though.
Yeah, you can do the review now. All spoilers.
And yes, I would like to. Yesterday was the last day of school. I have to go back Tuesday to do a little bit more work. I get to move my classroom up to the 3rd floor to be with the other English teachers. The whole year there were no English teachers on the 2nd floor with me, and everybody in the area was nice, but I didn't have anybody to talk to about like lessons and stuff. So
thank you, Jack Ferry, for the super chat, my brother. Which comic creators would you have loved to interview on the channel but can't because they're dead? This is a question that I get asked often, and I mean, oh my gosh.
I probably shouldn't have used that GIF.
Yeah, let's not use any. There's so many. I mean, so many that I wish I had gotten the chance to meet. So many that went way too soon. Where do I even start? John Buscema, Tim Sell, Darwin Cook, Stan Lee, Jack Kirby. Oh my gosh, the list is just goes on and on. There's so many people's work that I've adored over the years that went. Dave Gibbons, like, just went way too soon. Bernie Wrightson, Len Wein, Dave Cockrum. Oh my gosh, yeah. Where do you even start? Yeah. So definitely show creators love. If you're going to a convention, just to, even if you're not getting anything signed, just tell them how much you love their work and how much they mean to you while they're still here, while it matters. Wally Wood, Mike Wieringo, Will Eisner. Yeah. All the greats making one amazing comic book somewhere in the afterlife. So he was. I got to meet a lot of these folks. I just wasn't doing interviews then.
So there are 3 floors to the school. Like, the school is huge. It's too big for me. Oh my goodness.
Oh wow, it's 1:00. Let's do 5 more questions, okay? Melanie, I got the complete pulp stories of the Domino Lady. Be reading that next week. Rapid fire time. I love how Omar genuinely becomes sad when he's talking about creators of the past. Oh, sorry.
Just to show it.
Yeah, it makes me sad, right? 'Cause I didn't get the chance to talk to them, and it's just this stuff would not be here without those people. So this channel wouldn't be here without those people. We would not be talking without those people. Omar, will Epic reprints announcements for 2024 be coming soon? I will ask again. I hope before Japan. Manga tour, I have to postpone that until Ryan can film it. And that is, he said the first day he can film it will be in July. So I will definitely remember that. It's in the calendar. Gives me time to clean up too, because there's a mess down here. Everyone, have an amazing weekend and Memorial Day for those who celebrate. Yeah, thanks to all the people that Dave Gibbons. Did I say Dave Gibbons? Oh my gosh, not Dave Gibbons. Oh, sorry.
Yes, Dave Gibbons is still alive.
Steve Dillon is who I meant. I don't know why I said Dave Gibbons. Sorry about that. And how many volumes are in Trigun hardcover? Well, I think they're doing Maximum and Trigun in hardcover format. What do you think? 14, 7, 9 to 10? Probably 10. 10 volumes. All said and done. Because they're doing 2-in-1s. Melanie, I'm out for the summer too. Time to relax. Any of you on Goodreads? Melanie's on Goodreads.
How can I find you? Do I type to the collector? Here, email. There we go. Email. Who you are. Email Goodreads people. And we'll collect each other.
Absolute 3 Jokers review as soon as I get it. A super
5?
chat. Hope Omar and Melanie and the chat have a great weekend. Can you highlight Marvel Bab? Yes, you as well, buddy. You as well. Everyone have a great weekend. That it, right? I think that's it. Udon reprinting the original Lodos War? No, they're doing the new series. But that's it, everyone. Stay healthy and safe. Check out our Patreon, please. A great way to support the channel.
So that he can continue making videos, these many videos, because it's his job.
Thank you, baby. The solicits say, hold on. Can you click on that, please? The solicits say Trigun Maximum is 1 out of 5. Trigun is an all-in-one. How is Trigun an all-in-one deluxe? Hold on. Trigun Maximum was 14 volumes, I thought. And they're doing 2-in-1. Well, okay. Maybe they're fatting them up. I'll have to look. Again.
Oh, Jack's got a super chat.
Omar's comics drunks. Omar is comics drunk uncle on it. That's me. Yes, we do have.
That's the $7.77.
We do have a AMA. So have a wonderful weekend, everybody. Stay healthy and safe, and check out cheapgraphicnovels.com. Tell them Near Mint Condition sent you their way for free shipping on your next order after your first one. They have a huge sale going on right now too. So stay healthy and safe. Much love.